Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Neil, and this is Pilot Week. Today, we're checking out the very first episode of The Expanse. Now, this show won my sci-fi poll. I know that it's supposed to be incredibly good, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know who's in it. I don't know whether it's got Star Trek vibes or Star Wars vibes. Is it space western like Firefly, or is it something else entirely? I really don't know, but I've heard such good things that I'm really curious. Love sci-fi. I'm excited to see whether this is... See, people call sci-fi a genre, but in my mind, it's really just a storytelling device. It's not about the kind... It doesn't say anything about the kind of story you can tell. All it does is give you some tools to tell the stories you want to tell better. So I'm very interested to see what kind of stories we're tackling here. Is this, stories of hope? How the human race can better itself, like Star Trek? Is this more dystopian? Is it political? Is it a war story? Is it a space romance? Who knows? Sci-fi and space can let you tell almost any story you want. But because I know so little about this, I'm going to shut up, and we're going to start watching the very first episode. It's called, I'm not sure if it's Dulcinea or Dulcinea. You'll tell me in the comments. If you want me to see more of The Expanse, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. Your feedback is going to go a very long way in helping me decide what shows to carry on with when Pilot Week is over. So, let's see what The Expanse is all about. This is episode 1. Oh, it's Earth. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. Oh, so is this, like, explicitly human? That's cool. I see Jupiter, I saw Mars. Are we just talking about the solar system here? That's cool. This isn't a galaxy far away. Alright. The UN controls Earth. Independent... Oh, okay, interesting. Air and water. Alright. And that's all the water she's got left. What is she, like in a little escape pod or something? I love what they're doing with her hair. It's really cool cinematography. Okay, she broke through. So they're like space pirates or something, and she just... Dead bodies. I like that they're not really telling us anything, they're just showing us pictures, and we have to figure it out for ourselves. Is that an engine, or a computer, what was that? What was that? Oh! So many questions, but I'm intrigued.
We will always be slaves. That's all we are to the Earthers and Dusters. They built their solar system on our backs. Every time we demand to be heard, they hold back our water, Aquabenta order, ration our air. Sasake, which side you're on?
Yeah, I'll know.
See you then. Well, walla.
Well, walla. Traitor to my people.
Oh.
Well, we got work to do.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely not holding our hands here. We're just kind of figure it out.
Got an arm, Kaya.
Got an arm, yeah.
Of course there'd be new languages. Or is this another language that already exists that I just don't recognize? It sounds...
When these guys come round again, then show up.
Brand new.
Okay. What about you? What's your tell?
Let me help you with that, and you'll order this one. He has spurs at the top of his spine where the bones didn't fuse right. So even if he disguises himself, he's just like me.
You're nothing like you, long bone.
Are these guys cops or what exactly? Like, what's their job?
I trust you change those air filters, right? Full compliance, Misasa. Good.
Now arriving, Midtown.
You need to pay a visit then.
Station.
Any laws against beating up suspects?
No laws in series, just cops. So what's my contract exactly?
Find Julie Mao if she's still here on series, detain her and ship her home.
Kidnap job. My pleasure.
Not much phases him. Ice trawler.
Not yet. But I would drag
Scale this.
Watch out!
Oh, brutal. Just like that. Did he die? Like, if his suit breaks, does that... Zero grav sex. It's a thing.
I've got no power.
Stand by for thrust correction. Warning, gravity hazard.
Ow.
Hey, Patch, how's the arm?
Looking good. Still got a few nerves, though.
Oh, okay.
Tell me how the prosthetic's gonna hook up.
Hey, XO. All right, I'm coming in, and I don't want to see anything hairy.
So the XO is a drunk. XO should be second in command, right? Executive officer. XO's painting a lot of trees. Standing in dirt. It's...
You know what?
What?
I can't figure out.
Mike Ehrmantraut.
We make it all this way. Why couldn't we have brought more light?
Come on now, X.
Whoa!
Jeez. Oh, man. We love Jonathan Banks.
Started talking.
It's been a long time coming. People like you. You get things done, you're gonna make a good XO.
You got me pegged wrong, Captain.
Captain's never wrong.
I like things the way they are.
Evolve or die.
And at least I'll die grinning.
Don't be stupid. One of these days, Earth and Mars are gonna bury the hatchet and hammer out a treaty. You a wanted man back in Montana?
Maybe I am.
Someday you'll tell me that story.
Right after you tell me the story about those.
Is that all we're gonna get of Jonathan Banks?
Live freighter calls itself the Scopuli. Anyone else in the vicinity?
No, sorry, Bob. We are the only ship in 3 million clicks.
We're obligated to check it out.
Oh, that's the one from the beginning. Where everybody's dead except the one woman.
Delay means we lose our berth at series. Kiss our on-time bonus goodbye. We say we move on and let the good God Darwin sort it out.
One of these days, it's gonna be us stranded out there.
The captain gave an order, people. Purge the logs. We never received that signal.
Wow, okay.
You're a natural. That was some real XO shit in there.
No. That was me wanting to get the series worse than you.
All right. So they're ignoring it. Huh. Not what I was expecting. Subverting expectations.
If I took it, you'd have to stop seeing each other.
There's right now and there's later. Why worry about later, right?
Right.
I promise. I won't lay a finger on you.
Well, that shouldn't seem like a bad thing.
Can't sleep. I'll take over.
I'll buy you a bottle on series.
Did he put that in his drink? Was that like a match head? It looked like a match head. There's rats in space. Frickin' rats. They get everywhere. He's recovering it. Huh. Back on Earth. Okay.
This calls for tickling.
That voice. Oh, it's Grayson from Arcane.
Do you have to go? Yes, I do. I'm sorry.
There's someone I need to talk to.
Are people fighting again?
Not yet.
So she works at the UN.
People don't tell the truth. It always ends badly.
That's great. I love that redesigned New York. Just 200 more years of growth.
You wish to hurt Earth. The Earth that is now crushing your weak belter lungs and your fragile belter bones. Give him another 10 hours.
Wow.
If he survives, call me.
When gravity is torture. Was that the same guy we saw on series in the bar? Right?
What's up, Dal?
Cheap ass air filters cracked out second time this month.
I guess this guy pays well to be taken care of, huh?
Yeah, he pays our bosses pretty well too, pal.
Any rain yet?
Any rain yet?
It was logged with HQ by some anonymous piece of shit do-gooder aboard this ship.
At least somebody has a soul.
I swear I find the rat.
The rat.
Holden, you'll head up this rescue or salvage, whatever we're calling it.
How's the night looking?
She's one leaky lifeboat. She should be able to manage 50,000 clicks of vacuum.
All right, then you're on board. This will be a high-G maneuver. Prepare for flip and burn.
Turning around.
Here comes the juice.
Juice. Okay. Oh. All right. I'm loving the aesthetics so far. It doesn't feel fantastical. It feels like this might be where we are in 200 years. There's no super insane materials or crazy new propulsion. Like it's just us putzing around the solar system still.
If your girlfriend logged that distress call, she's gonna be living it down for a long time.
I did it.
I'd keep that to myself if I were you.
So just for the record, guys, I don't want to be here right now.
Me neither. But here we are. One big happy unit.
If you see anything that seems off, you pack up the toys and come on home.
No heroes, Captain.
Clear to leave the barn.
Good luck.
No heroes. Feels like a premonition of sorts. Is that her? No. Is she?
Who is she?
Well, she's just a missing persons case. Now, what would a rich girl do to really piss Daddy off on series?
Are you asking what I did? Bang every space bucker I could find. Eat something, for God's sake. You look like hell.
She still cares. So they got history. She's a working girl. And this is our mystery freighter from the cold open.
Matches the registry information.
What about that thing that looks like a big hole in the side?
Leda says it's a big hole in the side.
Well, we came, we looked, we left.
Take us in.
You heard a voice. Great camera work just to remind us that there's no real up in this world. Just whatever way you happen to be facing. That's the big hole in the side, I think, right?
It wasn't a torpedo. A breaching charge did that.
Which means something came on board.
Engineering first. I want to know why that reactor's offline.
What was that thing we saw? Was it presumably engineering? The thing that was eating the rest of the crew or consuming them or whatever?
Someone went through the shutdown procedures. So if everyone's dead, who turned
These
it off?
ECUs are cool.
Well, it wasn't pirates. Naomi, Shed, we need more eyes in here. All right, meet us on the bridge.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Where are all the bodies at?
Holden, ship just appeared near your location.
How is that possible? You cleared us out to 1 million clicks.
So there's like stealth technology or hyperspace technology. What's... Okay, everybody back. Okay, they're bailing.
Stealth tech. Has to be.
Who the hell has stealth like that?
Mars.
Mars has stealth. Mars are the bad guys. Mars attacks. Oh. Love the set design, too. The world building here is really interesting already. It's weird seeing these birds fly in low grav. Of course they can work less.
You got this! It was a mistake!
Oh. Okay. Okay, that's how, is that an airlock or is that an actual prison cell? Or is he just, purging the air? A dirty cock with a heart of gold.
Air is good, don't you think?
Torpedo launch! We're gonna take him for a ride. Alex, go around the asteroid.
6,000 clicks. 5.
He may not want to be a captain, but he's a good captain.
3.
Okay. They just missed. They're going
for us.
Not.
Canterbury, burn like hell. You got incoming. Captain, eject the ice and shield. We're on it. Stay off this channel. Addy. Did Mac eject the ice? Did he eject the ice?
There's something you should know.
Whoa. The Canterbury just blew up. I thought that was like our hero ship. Now there's just the 5 of them in a lifeboat near Saturn? That's a long trip home, I'm guessing.
She's gone.
And his girlfriend said, there's something you should know, And then kaboom. I love it. I'm intrigued. I want more. Expectations were subverted, and that just makes it more interesting to me, because there's commonalities amongst a lot of sci-fi in space, and this one isn't going the way I thought it would. First of all, not only are these actual humans, this is at least partly taking place on actual Earth. We haven't invented warp technology, we don't have hyperdrives, we haven't left the solar system, we've just colonized the solar system, but Mars is the enemy, and there's workers in the asteroid belt, the Belters. It looks like beyond that, the outer planets, we get there, but they're very sparsely populated. If they were the closest ship to this distress call, and this distress call was 2 days away. So yeah, I'm fascinated where air and ice are incredibly valuable commodities, air and water. So there's ice farming happening out in the far reaches of the solar system. And the ship that I thought was going to be sort of our enterprise, our home for our main characters, just got blown up. Goodbye, Canterbury. So now we've got this group of 5 with a newly up-jumped XO. I don't know anybody's name yet. I apologize for that in advance. It's just they're a huge cast all at once. All of a sudden, it's going to take me a few episodes to internalize all of them. But he was our second officer. Mike Ehrmantraut made a nice guest appearance, and he's no longer the XO. And our hero guy is and he's now the captain of this mini, of this life raft, as they called it, with a crew of 5, and they've got a long way to go, and there's a Mars warship with nukes on it in the vicinity, and there's also this mystery freighter that has a missing crew that, from what we saw in the cold open, was consuming the crew. Do we have any survivors left? Does the woman that we met in those opening credits, is she still alive? Now that our little life raft doesn't have a ship to go back to, perhaps they're going to go back to the mystery freighter for at least supplies. Maybe they can see if they can get it up and running. I can't imagine they've got they can take the life raft all the way back home to the Belt or wherever. I guess the Ceres seems to be their home port. We're also learning about Ceres, and it's got some Total Recall kind of vibes. You know, this is where the downtrodden workers are working for the wealth of other planets. The workers are being taken advantage of. There's air rationing, etc. So I don't know where this show's going, but I feel like there's so much potential already. They've done a really good job of introducing this whole world, and this whole world is a whole solar system. So, but we're starting to learn the politics and who the players are, and while we're not overwhelmed, they're not holding our hands and spelling everything out either. So we're just kind of having to learn as we go, which I like. It makes me think more, makes me pay more attention. Yeah, it doesn't spoon feed me. I'm cool with that. Familiar faces, familiar voices, but not amongst who our heroes seem to be. So I like that. The people you think you're going to see a lot of may not be sticking around. People that you think, oh, they're going to be one of the regulars. 10 minutes later, they're dead. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I've heard really good things. I've seen really good things just in this first pilot. I want to watch more. But the question is, do you want me to watch more? If you want to see more reactions to The Expanse here on Neil Talks, please, you've got to let me know. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like. Your feedback is going to go a very long way in helping me decide what shows I should stick with out of all of these ones I'm checking out here during pilot week. So, yes, please, let me know. And we'll make a decision in a couple of weeks. It's going to be exciting. Well, thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of time here on the channel. Keep an eye out for my next pilot week reaction. And until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.